So the fourth single off the album is Self-Care. Again, another lyric and beat. It's very much streaming consciousness. I wrote it at rock bottom, and it was a real turning point because I just got sick of myself, sick of dealing with the depression, sick of my behavior, and it really was the catalyst for a lot of positive change in my life. Obviously throughout the whole process of writing the album, I kind of was going through a lot. The title is reflective of my relationship with my craft and my music because it's very cathartic. I don't really share any of these thoughts or feelings with my loved ones or friends or family, which probably isn't healthy. It means a lot of the time they're hearing these songs and they're hearing these struggles and thoughts and feelings for the first time, like the listeners. This one, I think, came at a real turning point because I was at the depths of my battles with depression. As hard as it can be to be at rock bottom, it's also a beautiful place to be because it's a pivotal point. I really got angry at myself at that point in my life. I got fed up with my shit. I was sick of being depressed. I was sick of how I was living. I was sick of myself. At the time where I wrote this song, I started to make a lot of changes. So as much as you're hearing a lot of the things that I'm struggling with, whether it's loss, substance dependency, trauma, I really am addressing them almost as if like, I'm sick of this, I'm not dealing with this anymore,
I don't want to drink no more, feeling suicidal. I don't want to think those thoughts.
I really was like just sick of the pattern of behavior that I was in, and following that, because I got so angry, I started to put into effect lifestyle changes that to this day have drastically improved my quality of life. I started going to the gym, which then improved my self-worth and the sense of direction and purpose that I had, and it kind of really reflected in a lot of different aspects of my life, and that's just one of the ways that I really started to change how I was living. At the time of writing this song, there's themes in there where I'm talking about
since I barely was 5, I didn't care if I died, I never returned.
I remember telling my mum when I was really young, like, I am ready to die, I don't care if I die. And I remember how sad she was, but that was just part of the struggle that I had as a child, growing up blind, and I felt very isolated, and that manifested in some self-destructive behaviors and a real sense of disconnection from the world around me. I've always felt very close to death, and whether it's been through the loss of my friends or family or loved ones, I sort of feel like it's always not too far away. I've always been very conscious of it, In moving on from this song, I really sort of started, particularly in my art, really work as though everything I'm doing is the last thing. If I leave, then what am I leaving behind? And really sort of approach it with the sense of purpose and direction that sense of urgency kind of entails. Again, it brings back a lot of the themes of self-empowerment and accountability that were present in SMS.
I understand nobody gives a fuck about my welfare, so I practice self-care because nobody else cares.
You can't expect other people to be as invested in your well-being or in your outcomes as you are. You can't be dependent on other people. You truly have to be advocating on your own behalf, conducting yourself as though you're the only one who has your best interests at heart, because no one's going to be as invested in your outcomes or your happiness or well-being as you are, and so it kind of ties together a lot of the themes of not being codependent, being self-empowered, taking accountability for your actions, for your reactions, because at the end of the day, they're the only things you actually have ownership of in your life. Yeah, I really wanted to summarize the struggles and then at the same time show you how I got to this place of self-reliance, self-dependence, self-empowerment, and knowing that, you're not a victim in this world. There are times where you let yourself down in terms of how you let other people treat you or how you respond to the circumstances you're put in, but realistically, you've got yourself, and it means you've got yourself to blame, but you also have yourself to praise. And hopefully with every struggle you undergo, your responses and your ability to control your reactions to it improve. It's a song that is therapeutic to write, and I hope that it's therapeutic to listen to if you're going through a struggle. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it resonates with somebody out there. And I hope you can find empowerment through it.
So miss me when I'm gone. I can't help but consider if I'm wrong. Some days I feel as though I'm the only person alive who ain't afraid to go and talk about his personal life. I had to take a